How's Newman doing with the opportunity with the ones? And is this an opportunity that'll continue into Saturday for him?
Yeah, absolutely. I thought Royce did a really nice job yesterday, and so he will get an opportunity to start the game on Saturday. And he's a good young player. You can see the talent. It's just you got to get. There's a lot to learn especially for any rookie, but I think he's progressed nicely.
Was there something you noticed from the way he played when he got in there last Saturday that caught y'all's attention, or for him to get this low? What wasn't impressive about what he did that last preseason game?
Well, I think it was a combination of many things. Certainly we have high hopes when we drafted him. He's a really athletic guy that's pretty versatile, that really can play, we felt, 4 positions. So he's coming along nicely, and it's a competition at that spot, at that right guard spot, and really at all the interior spots. So we'll give him an opportunity to just get a little bit more reps at that position.
Lucas played a lot of football for you last year, obviously. What's happened with him in this camp to kind of be in this competition?
Well, we certainly don't want to overreact because we've got a lot of confidence in Lucas, and we know what he can do, and certainly we feel good with him in there. But just like any competition, you want to try to allow it to play out and give everybody an opportunity to go take that spot.
Hey Matt, how did you feel things went yesterday? I know Aaron was pretty complimentary of Robert and some of the looks that they gave the offense.
Yeah, I thought it was a great day of practice, really in all 3 phases, and we didn't even the special teams. It added an element with the drill work of competition, and you could really see guys kind of in space how they move, and so I thought it was good in all 3 phases. I thought that there was a lot to take from it. I know it was fun to go against somebody else other than yourself, and hopefully we're looking forward to a good day today.
On defense, you said that Joe is trying to emphasize turnovers with punch, hammer, rake. Are you seeing that from the guys? How are their fundamentals from the Texans tape and even yesterday's practice?
It's a pretty impressive recall. I thought good notes. I thought the defenses come a long way with that, and it was good, again, to go against somebody else that emphasizes those same principles, and you could see it show up on our tape. I think there was a clip of DeGuara when we threw him a screen pass or whatever, and the D lineman came through and almost punched the ball out. And so it's always, those are great teachable moments for us, for any of the ball carriers, but also for our defense to see how other teams do it as well, and just the intent behind it.
Now that you've had a chance to watch the tape, what kind of things are you working on with Kurt this week? What are you looking for from him this Saturday, maybe that he didn't do this past Saturday?
I think it's more or less just his ability to hang in the pocket and doing subtle movements. It's not always going to be clean, but I thought he did a really nice job yesterday of hanging in there and being able to progress through his reads, and he's going to have to continue to do that in order to, be able to play in this league.
Is he ready if he has to start Saturday, is he ready for that?
Yeah, I think so. I think Kurt, we've got a lot of confidence in him. He's been in this league for a while now, and I think he's got a good grasp of what we're asking him to do, and I thought he had a great day of practice yesterday.
Is Jordan go
ahead, we're about that same question.
Is Jordan definitely out for Saturday? Or?
I don't want to rule him out yet, but I would say it's probably unlikely.
Yeah, Jordan looked like he came out, and I know he's doing his rehab, and last couple of practices, after he's done with that, he's been out there, been right into it. Is he, do you kind of have to just say, hey, the smart thing to do is just, let's take it easy here with him? Is he that kind of guy where he's just kind of anxious to get out there?
Yeah, I think most of our guys are like that. They want to go out there and compete, and certainly a guy that, hasn't played a whole lot of football in games over the last 2 years. So you know, we're going to be smart with it and do right by him. And but yeah, he like any competitor, naturally you want to be out there and, you know, get that experience.
Matt, it seemed like Preston had a pretty good day yesterday. Mike Smith was talking about how he's happier because he just got married, but he looks different. He feels like he's on a mission. What have you seen from Preston kind of coming in after the year he had last year?
Yeah, I thought P did a really nice job yesterday. I thought he brought some good intensity. I thought there were a couple clips that we watched the tape, and he really did a nice job in our run game of setting an edge, and that's always of the utmost importance of having good run defenses. You got to have edge setters, and I thought P did a really nice job of that. He had some good rushes in there, so I thought overall he had a pretty productive day. I just like, with him especially, and all our guys, but just the intensity, the effort on a consistent basis is really what we're looking for, and I thought he did a pretty good job of that.
Going back to competitions, Eric's got a lot of quarterback reps with Kevin first line out line and then working his way back. Do you see him as your starter there? Is that a competition still? With the plan for Kevin, is he still kind of being slowly worked back with how he feels?
Yeah, I mean, it will be a competition all the way through, and Kevin is, I mean, shoot, he's played a lot of ball here, and I think he is, when he challenges guys at the line of scrimmage, I think he's as good as anybody. So, you know, but we'll let that thing play out as well.
With Devontae, when he talked to us earlier, was talking about how he was not going to let the contract situation affect his focus at all. He felt he was pretty good at staying focused, not thinking about those things. What have you noticed about his approach so far in training camps? Has it been any different from what you normally see from him?
No, I think he's shown up every day, and he does a great job of leading that room, which is so important. And that's a really good room. Those guys have been together now for a while. I think there's some great competition in that room, first and foremost, but Tay's done such an unbelievable job of just being a leader, helping the young guys out, you know, guys like Amari or really everybody, but you know, that is a really tight and smart and talented group.
All right, let's go to Zoom. Sarah, go ahead.
Yep, I have 3 in here. Jordan Ramirez.
Hey Matt, Aaron said that Josh Myers struggled mentally yesterday. What did you see from your rookie center?
Yeah, I think like any time in football, it's never as bad as it seems, and a lot of times it's never as good as it seems. So I think there was just a couple plays in there where there needs to be maybe a little bit more communication or urgency with getting calls out. But, you know, he's also in a tough spot following a guy like Corey Linsley, who had a Pro Bowl year, who's been doing it for a long time, and who I think, you know, you could say he's the best center in football right now. And so he's got some big shoes to fill, but I know Josh is certainly up for that task, and I expect him to attack it like he does every day. He has got such a great demeanor, and he doesn't get rattled. So, you know, we've got a lot of confidence in him and where he's trending.
Bill Huber.
Hi, Matt. As someone who's been accused of looking in the mirror for a long time and caring about how you look, what do you think of the new uniforms? Or the new old uniforms, I guess?
I kind of resent that question, Bill. I thought that, I mean, Jason just actually showed me a picture of them, you know, on some of our guys. And, hey, if they're fired up about them, which he said they were, then I'm fired up about it.
Tom Silverstein.
Hey, Matt, last year you made a significant amount of changes, or at least adjustments in the offense during the offseason. How much did you change this year? And for the third year in the offense, do you get the sense that your veteran guys can sort of run this offense in their sleep now? Are you at that point?
Yeah, it's hard to quantify how much has changed, because I feel like it's ever evolving. Every day we go in that, you know, we come together as a staff, and certainly Aaron's got a big input on what we're doing, and So it's constantly evolving, it's constantly changing. We're always making tweaks. We're trying to come up with, different wrinkles to it. So it's really hard to quantify that. But yeah, absolutely. I feel like our guys, especially with our core foundational installs, I feel like they've got such a great understanding and are so detailed with everything we're asking them to do, and you can see it show up on tape. Our guys can go out there and play fast. They can play confident. They can adjust on the fly. Just their communication is at a really high level. So that's something that you can never let slip, and you got to make sure that you constantly are working towards perfection each and every day. And I like the mentality of our group. Obviously, when you have a quarterback that has such a great ownership of the offense, it definitely makes it easier for everybody else.